Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so hello. Something I was working just now. I just decided to stop. Is it obvious I sent this one?
We can't hear you.
Nothing at all. Like right now. Uh, hello.
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Yeah, like it's just strange. Well, okay. All right. So, if you look at this place, let's see. Most of the screens, look like this.
You're not sharing your screen now.
Okay, 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 okay.
Good evening.
Yeah. Okay. So, generally the screens are divided into two, like a text section and an image section. Okay, so we just divided that. We did some calculation, the distance from here to the end, made that got like a percentage value of that. Sorry, I gave that to text section. Then from here to here, I gave that percentage value to image section. Okay, so for image, we've not really touched text section so far. We've just been looking here. Okay, so to get this circle now, Let me see. This circle, yeah. See, it's a very big circle that it's kind of pushed out of the screen. So um, we made it absolute. Okay. So this we found the width. Used a relative value between this width over the whole screen width to get a certain percentage we're going to give this
this
circle,
circle,
so that no
so that
matter
no
how the
matter how the
screen
screen
grows or
grows or
shrinks,
shrinks,
the size
the
of the
size of the
circle will
circle will
just
just
keep growing
keep
and
growing or
shrinking along
shrinking
with the
along
screen.
with the screen.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
a big
a big
circle,
circle,
absolutely
absolutely
placed.
placed.
We
We
didn't
didn't
use at
use
first
at
we
first we
used
used
image
image
section
section
as the
as the
relative
relative
parent.
parent.
When
You
you
know, when you are
are working with
working with
absolute
absolute
positioned
positioned
elements,
elements,
they
they
need
need
a
a
relative
relative
ancestor.
ancestor.
They will
They
take
will take
percentage
percentage
width
width
values,
values,
percentage height
percentage height
values,
values,
or and
or
then
and then listen,
top,
top,
bottom, left,
bottom,
right,
left,
those
right,
stuff.
this stuff.
They will be
They will be
based
based
on the
on the
parent.
parents.
So at
So
first
at
we wanted
first we
to use
wanted to
the
use the
image
image
section,
section,
but the
but the
problem
problem
was,
was,
how do
how
we
do we
tell? You
tell? You
see,
see,
let's say
let's
this
say
is this is
this
where
is where
image
image
section
section
starts from,
starts from.
this
This
line.
line here.
How do you
How do you
tell
tell
what this
what this
distance
distance
is?
is?
Like, you see, from here to here, how can you calculate
You
it?
see, from here to here, how can
Problematic.
you calculate it?
Okay. So we decided to now use the whole screen, main, as the relative parent, because it's this, from here to here is easier to calculate. At least you can tell from this line to this line. This one is a bit negligible. You can just add a little something here and get that. So we decided to use main. So gave it a left position value and a bottom position value, because you can tell the distance of this circle from here. Yeah. So that's about the big circle. Now the big circle is absolutely placed, and we need this smaller circle inside it. In case you're not seeing the circle, this is the smaller circle inside it. We need this smaller circle inside the big circle, also absolutely placed. So we put a relative, sorry, we put a div inside the circle, 100% width, 100% height, border radius 50% to make it a circle, and position relative. So basically, it just covers the entire space of the circle, and it's now position relative. So you can put stuff inside it and position them absolutely. You will see this is just a review, so I don't want to start explaining too much. But yeah, that was it. Okay. So now we had that. We were able to put a smaller circle again, calculate the width, find the percentage value relative to this big circle, its parent. So get the circle. Um, we calculated this distance, like, from the bottom of this circle to the bottom of this big one, to calculate how far it went down, to give it like a negative bottom value. It's absolutely placed now. Uh, so we got that it's in the center of the big circle, horizontal center. So that was not a problem placing it there. Yeah. So with that, we're able to get displacement. Mm, Little wahala with normal CSS borders. You can only do dashed border or dotted border. Well, let's not talk about solid, because clearly this thing is not solid. This border is not solid. So dotted border is clearly not what
Clearly
we
what
want.
you want.
These things are
These things are
dashes.
dashes.
Okay, so we
Okay,
tried
so we
dashed
tried
border,
dash
but
border, but
dashed border
dash border
it didn't
was, it
just look
didn't
like
just
this.
look like this.
Okay, so we had to
So we had
use
to
Sorry, is
use
it Cohen? You're using to
echo.
yes.
how about
How
now?
about now?
It's still
It's
going
still
now.
going now.
It's still echoing now.
It's still
It's
echoing.
still echoing.
Okay. That's the crazy thing. If I use okay,
Okay,
you can hear
you
me.
can hear me.
Okay.
Okay. It wasn't working before. I don't know why.
So
So now that I've
Yes, can
turned off,
hear you.
you can
you can
hear me.
hear me. Okay,
That's
that's
fine.
fine. That's fine.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
now we
now we
had
had,
a
a
circle in
circle in
here,
here,
but we
but
needed
we
the
needed the
borders to
borders
look
to look
nice.
nice.
So that's
So
where the
that's where
whole
the whole
SVG
SVG thing
came about.
came about.
You
You
see,
see,
um,
um,
with
with
SVG,
SVG,
let's see,
let's see,
index.
index.
Okay, yeah, this
Okay,
is the
yeah, this is the
SVG.
SVG.
Okay, so
Okay, so
SVG,
SVG,
you can give it a width and a height, to take up whatever space you want in your web page. Can you hear me? That's it. Just this one is. Can you guys
can you
hear
guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
if you check
if
the
you check the
CSS,
CSS,
is
SVG.
okay. So
Okay,
this is
so
the
this is the
original dash
original
circle
dash
image.
circle image.
Its width is
Its width is
52% of the
52%
big
of the big
circle,
circle and all
aspect
that.
ratio
Aspect
1
ratio
to
1
make
to make it
the width and
the width
height
and
the
height the
same. Border
same.
radius
Border radius
50,
50,
position
position
absolute.
absolute.
Bottom
Bottom
and
and
left
left
values
values
to
to
position
position
it
it
properly.
properly. A
A
little bit of
little bit of
transform to get
transform
it
to get it
up in the
properly in the
center.
center. So if you
So if you
notice, the
notice, the
SVG
SVG
has
has
these same
these same
things.
things.
So
So
the only
the only
difference is the
difference
Z
is the Z
index.
index.
Z
Z
index 1,
index
Z
1, Z
index 2. You
index
guys
2.
know
You
how
guys
Z
know how Z
index works.
index works.
A higher Z
Higher Z
index means
index means
it's
it's
like
like
on
on
top
top
of
of the
any of
things with
lower Z
lower Z
index. Like you
index.
have
Like you have
stacks of
stacks
paper
of
on your
paper on
screen.
your screen.
So
So
the
the
stacks
stacks
of
of
paper
paper
with
with
lower Z
lower Z
index
index
are
are
below.
below.
That's
That's
the ones
the
with
ones
higher
with
Z
higher Z
index are
index are
closer to
closer
your
to your
eyes
eyes
than the
than
ones
the ones
with lower
with
Z
lower Z
index.
index.
So
So
this one
this
having
one
two
having
means
two
it's
means it's
on top.
on top.
It's
It's
closer to your
closer to
eyes
your
than
eyes than
the one
the one
than the
than the
SVG.
SVG.
Okay, so we
Okay,
just
so we
needed the
just needed the
SVG,
SVG to get the border.
and
And
to get the
to
border
get the
we use
border, we
this
use this
circle.
circle.
Made this
Made this
circle
circle
to
to
cover the
cover
entire
the
space
entire
of the
space of the
SVG. See,
SVG.
the
See, the
radius
radius
is
is
half
half
of this
of
view
this view
box.
box.
1,000,
1,000,
1,000 is a
1,000 is a
square.
square.
The radius
The
is
radius is
500.
500.
Of course, I
Of
could
course,
also
I could
say
also say
50%.
50%.
Same
Same
difference.
difference.
So
So
um, half
half
half of the
half of the
width. The
width.
radius
The
is
radius
half
is
of the
half of
width
the
of
width of
the whole
the whole
SVG.
SVG.
Became a
Became a
circle
circle
covered
covered
everywhere.
everywhere.
Transparent
Transparent
fill. That's
fill.
like
That's like
background
background
for
for
SVG
SVG
elements.
element.
Then this is
Then
where
this is where
the
the
border thing
border
comes
thing
from.
comes from.
Stroke
Stroke
in
in
SVG
SVG
element is
element
like
is like
border
border
in
in
regular
regular
HTML element.
HTML element.
So
So
this stroke width
stroke width
like
is like
border width.
border width.
Then
Then
this
now
stroke
this
dash
stroke
array
dash
is
array
where
is where
things really
things
get
really get
interesting.
interesting.
The
The
first
first
value,
value,
when you
when
use
you
stroke
use
dash
stroke
array,
dash
it
array, it
breaks up
breaks up
the
the
stroke.
stroke.
The
The
stroke
stroke
becomes no
becomes no
longer
longer
a
a
smooth
smooth
something
something
going around.
going around.
It now
It now
becomes
becomes
a
a
bunch of
bunch of
dashes.
dashes.
Well, if
Well,
the
if the
lines are
lines are
short enough,
short
it
enough,
can
it
even
can
look
even
like
look like
dots.
dots.
So
So
this
this
talks about
talks about the
this talks
this
about
talks
the
about the
what's it called?
what's it called,
The
the
length of
length
each
of each
dash,
dash,
while the
while the
second one
second
talks
one
about
talks
the
about the
distance
distance
between each
between each
dash.
dash.
So
So
okay,
okay,
let's
let's
go live.
go live. So I kind of feel like this we still need to pick in this a bit. But anyhow, sure.
So you can
So
see
you
this
can
is
see
like
this is like
nothing
nothing is getting bigger.
so bad.
So bad.
Well, I hope
Well, I hope
you
maybe
can
you
zoom
can
on your
zoom on your
device and
device
still
and
see
still
each
see it. Yeah.
other. So
So
the
the
dashes are all
dashes are
10
all
px
10
and the
px and
space
the
between
space
them is
between them
20
is 20
px.
px.
That's
That
about
is
that.
about that.
Okay. So
So
now,
now,
Hello, please. I
um,
hope you are recording.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still recording.
All right. So now, remember I said in the CSS, SVG and dash circle, they have the same size, they have the same position, everything. It's just that SVG is below dash circle. The SVG itself doesn't have a background. The circle inside it doesn't have a background either. So basically, of this SVG thing, all you can see is the stroke of the circle. So remember that's just all we wanted it for. Just get that border, something looking like that dash border. That's all it's there for. So now the dash circle doesn't have a background itself. It's absolutely placed, and we want images inside it that we can position around the edges. But just like we had that issue with the big circle, it's absolute. We need it to be relative to put things inside. So we put another div, gave this div 100% init height, made it a circle, made it relative. So it fills up the entire space of dash circle. And then now put stuff inside. So 9 images. In case you are wondering why there are 9 images, if you properly look at this prototype, you will understand why there are 9 images. Alright, so assuming this guy to be number 1 image, this is 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try to move it a bit. We see 6, but it's still the first guy, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you try to move again, it rotates backward. You see, if you watch it well, you see it didn't. As we press now, it was going like this. But the moment you get to that last, the moment that 9th picture shows up, now if you press it again, instead of rotating back as it has always done, it will rotate the other way, like resetting itself. So at least going this way, you can see there are only 9 images. Now it's back to the beginning. If you try to, pull this way to see if there's another picture below this one here. Instead, it will rotate the other way. I'll show you this person. And then when you now start keep clicking, it will just go back to the beginning. Yeah. So 9 images. There are 9 images in a circle placed the same distance from the next. So that each time you rotate, a picture is always up here. Okay. So I started trying to place it, but honestly, it takes a bit of. I am not really sure how to calculate and just do something, just get the right position values immediately. So when I was doing it originally, it took me a bit of time to properly place the images around. So I just went and copied my placement. Okay. So at the same time, we also discovered using those what's it called? Using the dimensions we lifted from here, this is that percent of this, that percent of that. Things were looking a bit big, so we reduced things just a little bit. I think the size of this, when we originally measured it, it was like 60% of the big circle. But you can see that now in the CSS, we have 52% width. So just very little adjustments, and then it was looking like this. So I just again copied the adjustments from my original work to save time. So now the images all in dash circle wrap. Remember dash circle wrap is this one inside dash circle. Okay. So all the images have a class of dot images. They are all 18% width, 18% of their appearance. Aspect ratio 1 to make them what's it called? To make them have the same height as width. Actually, I'm also supposed to put border radius 50%.
but
even
even though I
didn't
didn't put it, there's no wahala because all the circles, all the images are actually circular PNGs.
The
The
rest
rest
the rest
the
of the
rest of the
box
box is
transparent.
transparent.
Images are
Images
block
are block
elements, they're
elements, they're
all
all
rectangular
rectangular
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, but
But
it's like,
it's like,
let me show
let
you
me
what
show you what I mean.
we
We
go
go
to
to
export
export now,
preview.
preview.
You
You
can
can zoom.
You can
You
see
can
this
see
like
this like transparent
background
background thing
behind
behind
the
the
rest of the
rest of the
image,
image,
like
like
the rest
the
of the
rest of the
square,
square,
right?
right?
So that
So
tells
that tells
you
you
it's just
it's just
this
this
part
part
is
is
just
just
transparent.
transparent.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
That's
that. That's why
why
you're not
you're
really
not really
seeing them
seeing them
looking
looking
like
like
a
a
box.
box.
Okay.
Okay.
So I
So
use
I
them
use
end
them
of type,
end of type
end of
1, end
type
of
2.
type 2.
I don't know if
I
you
don't know
guys
if you
have
guys have
seen or
seen
used
or
end
used
of
end
type.
of type before.
If you have
If
a
you have a
bunch of
bunch of
the
the
same
same
thing,
thing,
you don't
you
really
don't
want to
really
give
want to give
them
them individual classes or IDs, style them differently.
You can
You
just
can
use
just
end of
use
type.
end of type.
So the
So
first
the first
one
one
has this
has this
styling. Second
styling. Second
one,
one,
we
we
just
just top left,
bottom
bottom right, top
right,
right to
place
place
them
them
around the
around the
circle.
circle.
So
So let me try
and
and
remove
remove
overflow
overflow
hidden.
hidden.
Most
Yeah,
of these
most of
things
these
have
things have
overflow
overflow
hidden, so
hidden
that
so that
any part
any
that
part that
spills out
spills
of the
out of the
parent won't
parent
see
won't
it.
see it.
So let me
So let me
remove
remove
the
the
overflow
overflow
hidden on
hidden
the big
on the big
circle wrap
circle wrap
so
so we can see.
yeah,
Yeah,
this is how
this
it
is how
is.
it is.
9. So
9.
and
So and whenever
if this
this
repeats,
repeats,
everything
everything
it's just
it's just
about
about
rotating
rotating
the
the
circle
circle
and they'll
and
all
they'll all
move,
move,
something like that.
something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
It's causing them to move. Oh, sorry. Is it a form like JavaScript?
Yeah, it's going to be
JavaScript later
JavaScript
on.
later on. We'll put some
Okay.
stuff
to
to
these
these
buttons
buttons
so that when
so
you
that when
click
you click, it
it
will rotate a certain way.
okay.
Okay.
So
So after that,
now
we now
decide
decided to
work on
work on these
other
these
ones.
other ones.
So
So
remember
image section
so
so
far
far only has
big
this big
circle and
circle and stuff
inside it.
inside it.
When
When
something is
something is absolutely placed,
it's
it's
taken
taken
out
out
of
of
the
the
general
general
flow
flow
of
of
things. So
things. So
basically
basically at this point,
it's like
it's like
image
image
section
section does not have anything inside it
because
because
this
this
one
one
doesn't really
doesn't really
belong to
belong
even
to,
if
even if
it doesn't
it
really
doesn't really
belong to
belong
image
to image
section.
section.
It's
It's like it's not inside image
even
section,
though
even though you physically
see
can
it
see it looking like it's
image
in
section.
image section.
Okay.
Okay.
And I
And
want
I want these
things
things
to
to
show at the
show
bottom.
at the bottom.
So
So I used display flex and then align items flex end to push whatever I put into image section
to
to
go
go
down.
down to the bottom.
So
So if we look
at the
at the HTML,
after the
after
whole
the
big
whole big
circle
circle and whatever,
this
this is the real thing.
this div
This div here is a real thing that's inside the image section.
I called
I
it
called it
button
button nameplate.
inside
Inside
button
button nameplate, there's
button
button line,
the line
the
that
line that
contains
contains those two
the
buttons, the
horizontal
horizontal line that contains the two buttons,
and then
and then the nameplate, the
slightly
slightly green stuff with the name inside it.
so
So a quick look at the styles would show you that button nameplate has a height of 30%, like 30% of image section. Let's give it back the background so you can see how it looks.
So
So there's no margin on it, there's no
padding
padding on it.
but
But because of
the
the flex end
that I
that I
gave
gave the parents,
it's
it's sinking to the bottom.
As
As for why this space is here,
there's
there's a bit of padding on image section to make the allowable space stop here. Alright, so and normally this one, this button nameplate div is supposed to fill up the entire, because it has a width of 100%.
but
But again, I used padding to shift the allowable space inside this image section div. Shift here. So let me just show you that padding on image section. image section, display flex, align items, flex end. You see in flex there is a main axis and a cross axis. The main axis is always whatever direction the flex has. By default, flex direction is row. Row is left to right. Also, if flex direction is row reverse, which is right to left, it's pretty much the same thing. It means the main axis is horizontal, left to right, right to left, horizontal. And cross axis is always the opposite of whatever the main axis is. So the main axis is the one you will know first, because you can always know flex direction. If you don't set it, it's row, left to right. If you set it, it can be something else. So justify content works on the main axis, while align items works on the cross axis. So since I didn't set the flex direction here, it means flex direction is still the default, horizontal. Right? So main axis is horizontal, cross axis is vertical. So align items on a vertical axis, flex end, bottom. So whatever I put will go to the bottom. Now there's padding, with 4 values. It's top, left, top, right, bottom, left. Top, no padding. It's useless to put padding on the bottom, at the top. Right, 6%. There was a little space here. Bottom, 8%. Right, left, 18%. You notice the space was much bigger. So really, that's that. Okay, then inside button nameplate, display flex direction column. Then now since the main axis is now up to down, because its direction is column, and now you justify content space between. So whatever is inside this button, this div, the first one will be up, the other one is down, like that. Align items center. So if there's anything that is not full width, it will come to the center. So again, this button's line, full width, flex, justify content, space between. So one is at this end, the other is at this end. Like that. This one has a width, some border radius, a bit of padding, font size, and all that. Okay. So with that, we're done with the UI of image section, and we can now jump into. I need to comment out something. It's down here. With that, we're done with the UI for image section, and now we're going to text section. So a quick look at text section, and we see rating, some stars, a name. I don't know, this is like job, this is description, something. I just call it description, and a button. So the button seems to be somewhat on the same line as this one. Now it's hard to tell exactly how much space this will take, so that you can force things to go down and then have the button always somewhat on the same line with this. So instead I went kind of the opposite way. You know how this image section, I gave it, flex and this thing. I used align items to push whatever I put into it down. I did something. I'm going to do something similar to text section. This time around, since there are going to be plenty of things, I would actually give the flex direction, make the flex direction column, so that things will be going down. Okay. So where is text section? With 100%. Display. Flex direction column. Now since flex direction is column, it's justify content that will work on the up to down axis, since that's not the main axis. So justify content, flex end. So whatever I put into here, it's going to go to the end. Okay. So a quick look at that. The first thing I want to put is the button. Text section has been unused so far. So a button, a p tag. Oh, at this moment, there's no need for a p tag. It's later on that we'll see the need to actually put a p tag. So no wahala. What is in there is fixed. In all the places, it doesn't change. It's the color of the thing that changes. So book a session. Nice. Alright, book a session. What do we call this button now? Let's call it book it here. So we'll give it some styling. Okay, so let's see. Since the text inside it is not changing, we can actually not give it a width, not give it a height. Just focus on giving this text a decent font size, line height, and then use padding to make the rest of the button look as it should. So quick look at text here. I see poppings as usual, since everything is popping. Font weight 600. Now for the sizes, the font sizes, this screen is very large actually. This screen is 2896 px wide. That's crazy large. So usually most screens that you see in designs are like 1440 or thereabouts. So I've been, at least for this one, I think I reduced it by 2. The width, the font size here was 64, if I remember well. 64, and line height was 96. So I've been using REM. Yeah, I forgot to mention. For these distances, sizes of stuff, distances, I've been using either percentage or REM. For like the circles, I was using percentage. But now for like text, in this place, we've seen me use a lot of REM. REM because, well, it's easy to scale down REM later on. You just change HTML font size, and the sizes of everything with REM will change. Okay. So this prank call, I use REM for it. So let's go look. Here it's 6496. Using regular, converting this to REM, at 16px HTML font size. This is 4 REM. 64 divided by 16 is 4. And 96 could be about 5 REM. 80. No, 6 REM. 80 px is 5 REM plus 1 REM, 96. So this is 4 REM, 6 REM. Let's see what I used. So we can just keep using that ratio. So eventually I used font size as 2 REM. Yes. 64 divided by 2 is 32. 32 is 2 REM. Line height 3 REM. So that kind of works out, right? If we look at how it's turned out, it looks just kind of like how we expect it to. So whatever font sizes or line heights you see, we're going to be dividing them by 2.
Okay,
book a session. I see font size 45 px. So we're going to use 22.5 divided by 16 to get our size. As for line height, I'm seeing 67.5. We'll divide that by 2 as well. 22.5 divided by 16. Also 1.4065. Yeah, dividing things to get room value is very annoying. See, annoying this enough. But you don't have choice. Okay, color is white. Color is always white. Color is white. Font size is 1.4065. Right. Line height is going to be an even more annoying number. So 67.5. That's the first thing. 67.5 divided by 2. Actually, we could just divide by 32. Since 16 times 2 is 30. Divide by 32. Wow. Just minutes. I'm not memorizing that. Right. Okay. So now padding. If you hover on it, I see 27, 28, like up and down. Can you guys see that as well? 27, 28. That's annoying. I'll just take 28, 28. And as for left and right, I'm seeing 96 one side and 39 the other side. But the 39 looks troublesome. So I'll just take this 96 and use it on both sides. So 28, 28 up and down, 96, 96 left and right. 96, we already know is 6 rem. You divide that by 2, that's 3 rem. Now for the 28. 28 divided by 16 is 1.75. So we can add a padding. Top was 1.75 rem, and left and right is 3 rem. Okay. So now a background. The first guy, Pancor, his background is this color. So we have a bunch of these things. We'll just use color green as his background. Okay. So let's look at it. Like something's going wrong somewhere. Oh, is that why? But book ETN. Yes, it's book ETN. Font size, line height. All of this should have made it show. Why was it called? Come on. Zero. Okay. So let me just put it in P tag. Still nothing. Maybe I like it right now. Say something I'm missing with this. ETN. our font height, line height, padding. Something going crazy. By the way, just to be sure, can you guys hear me? Not heard anybody's voice in a very long time.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So let me just confirm something about the button. Oh, maybe that flex thing. Very likely is. Okay, I remember that buttons like to be annoying things. So let me put this in a div. And this div, we call it button track. So btn track is going to have width 100%, like 100% of text section. It's going to also be display text. It's going to be annoying if this solves the problem. No, it doesn't. That's even more annoying. But why though? Why though? It's because it doesn't have width. But what is going on? Let me see these things down here. I just knew it. It's because of this. These buttons, I didn't use a class on them. I just, said button. I styled all the button tags. Yes, so a gentle reminder why you should never do that. Class, these are slide buttons. Slide button. And over here, slide button. Okay, there we have it. But let me add a few things. Font width should be 600. Then border none. Borders come with, buttons come with some default borders and outline. I know. Okay, so kind of looks like should, does it? Text doesn't look as big as I want it, as it should be. Is it just me? The text occupies a bigger portion of this than here. So what we're going to do, we're going to increase the text a bit. Let's see something. This is 1.4 something, so let's knock it down, make it 1.5. Yeah, it doesn't really look bad. The two problems I see here are, one, it's at the complete bottom, at the complete left, and there's some kind of box shadow in here. no, this thing is too much of a rectangle. Something needs to change here.
Okay, but
anyhow, sir.
You
see this box shadow.
We need
to implement that.
Yeah.
So, but first, let's work on this space. It's supposed to be space, here. So we're going to give text section a padding left, and for the bottom, we'll just take that 8% that we used over here. Maybe we'll make it 8.5% or 9%, and see that this one is, a little bit higher, kind of. So maybe 8.5%. As for this one, so this distance is 142. You can see that 142. 142. 142. We use that in VW. Let's see. 142 divided by the total width. 2896. 142 over 2896. 142 divided by 2896. 0.049. That's like 5%. So the padding left for text section. Padding. I don't really care about top padding because we're pushing everything down. For right padding, let's say there's nothing, because remember when we calculated this text section, we just started from this point and calculated the distance. So we'll say there's no right padding. So no right padding. For bottom padding, we're saying 8.5%. No, that's like 8.5 VH. For left, we will directly use VW, and that was 5 VW. Okay. So now this line height is a bit troubling. Drop it a little bit. This one 1.5 and see if I can get it to look more like a rectangle. See, this is very rectangular. This is fairer. But wait. The distance is too short. What's going on? I like this distance. It's this one that's troubling me. 8.5%. Text section. So this was 8% and it looks plenty. What's going on? So I just say GH. Okay, it looks higher. Let's still take it up a bit. Wow, just now. Yeah, that's the thing. CSS is a bit of trial and error sometimes. So if you do find yourself in that, experiencing something like that, do not be afraid. I saw you do. So see 2 and 3.5. Okay, yeah, that looks more like it. So what we are left with, I'll still increase this height a bit. But now we need to worry about the box shadow. So if you look over here, click on this, you see, yeah, okay, there's a little drop shadow here. So now with drop shadow, you see 3 things. I'll just use this as box shadow. I don't know what they're talking about, all these things. whatever they call it. They use a filter, drop shadow. I'd rather just use box shadow. So box shadow is now there are three sets of numbers here. Okay. This is how they go. This is horizontal. I think this is horizontal. This is vertical. This is horizontal displacement. This is vertical displacement, and this is spread. The third one is spread. So let's look at how it is, and then play around with those numbers. In the first place, the number should even be reduced, and it should be rem values. So it's just very scattered. It's not really like their own. It's not much. It's too spread about. So let me drop this to 15. Rather, let me drop this to 1 rem. Or for experimentation, just 15. So that it will make much. Remember, I said this is spread. Spread means from the edges of that element, shadow would spread 150 px, like all directions, something like that. So now we're dropping that to 15. So the shadow would look less shadowy. So 15 px. So now let's play around with those horizontal and vertical distance so we can understand exactly what they're doing. So this 25, let me make it minus 25. Okay? Yeah, shifted this way. So that means this point where the left border of the button is 0. If you put a positive value, it will shift the shadow this way. Put a negative value to shift the shadow this way. The other one, 15, positive value will shift it down, negative value will shift it up. I don't think I need to experiment with that right now. So anyhow, we'll convert them to rem first, and then we'll play around with the spread a bit. It was 150 before, so we'll convert that to rem, maybe half it, and play around with it until it gets to the value we like. So 25 px, actually 24 px is 1.5 rem. So I think I'll just rather use that for simplicity's sake. 1.5 rem. 16 px is 1 rem. So again, I'll just use 1 rem. For this one, 150. If you have that, that's 75. And if you try to convert 75 rem, 72 rem, 72 px is 4.5 rem. Yeah, because 64 is 4 rem, and you add 8 to that to get 72. So 4.5 rem. Okay, sorry. Okay. Not quite like it. The thing reaches this place a little bit. It's a bit small on the bottom than the top. Okay, so we're going to reduce the left horizontal displacement and also reduce the vertical displacement. So we'll half them and see how that looks. 1.5 divided by 2, that's 0.75. This one will be 0.5. Okay. I think I can live with this. It doesn't look too bad, right? I can live with this. Okay. So that's it looks okay. All right. So we'll leave that. We'll move on to the next. Now this one. like description, something like that. If you check, the button remains the same everywhere. Okay, let's use this one. Easier to see it here. Okay, so the button position remains the same no matter what. But the text here, some are longer than others, some are shorter. But the gap here changes. The text all seems to start from the same, vertical like height or something. So some are longer, something like that. So that means if you were to give this text now, say a padding from here, or the margin from here. If it was that they had a margin from here, then their bottom should have been the same distance from the buttons every time. But that's not the case here. That's not what's happening. It's more like this text is in a div. And div, is the one that has a bit of padding from here. So whether the text are smaller inside the div or not, they all start from the same height. It's bigger, you have smaller distance. You see a smaller distance between the text and the button. If it's a shorter text like this, you see more distance. So we should work with something like that in mind. So where are we? Okay, so we're going to add this on top of it. Div. Let's just call it art. Perhaps. Wherever you see chance to use this.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why do you put the P inside the button?
Well, actually, right now you will not see the use. Let me remove it until we see the use. But either way,
you can explain the use now.
I want us to see the use so that it will.
Okay.
Although we might not. You will not see much of a difference right now. Actually, the use is this. The use is this. You see. Watch how this changes. It's like the button is there fixed. The P tag is the text here is there fixed, but the background is like coming in, going out, that kind of thing. We go this way, you see that kind of thing. So eventually I had to put some divs in there and use Z index to make sure they are always behind the text. So it had to be a P tag so that the text is separate. But for now, let's just keep working without it. So P tag. For now, we're going to hard code in the thing that we're going to write. So I'll just copy this Franco stuff. I think this is the only terminal port for that again. Class. Article. Yeah, let's call it article. Or maybe description wrap, right? Yeah, description wrap. Okay. So let's see. Do we need to do anything right now? The description. Let's just say with 100% for now. Okay, so I see 1, 2. Oh, not. Let's do this thing. Like settings for the font size and all that. So 400. This is 2 rem. This is 3 rem. We're going to have it as usual. So this should be 1.5 rem. Sorry, this is 1 rem, 1.5 rem. I feel like that's small. Maybe we'll increase that. 1 rem, 1.5 rem. Text is black. Font size. Oh, I could still put CSR, but let me put it on the P tag. Let's go T. Font size 1 rem. Line height 1.5 rem. Color is black. I didn't really have black. So let's just add black. Color black. I see some other things too. Letter spacing 0.015. And this EM, I'll just use rem. I don't like using EM. Then text align justify. You guys can see that, right? This text is justified. Okay. People that have used MS Word a lot, you know that. What's that thing? Letter spacing. Then text align, justify. Senior, it looks small. It looks alright actually. Let me clear this a bigger. So line height can also be described in percentage, I think. 1.5. So let's make this 1.1. Fair, kind of. Alright, we'll just work with it like this. Now. One, two, three, four, five, six. 6 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lines as well. Awesome. So I think we're not doing badly. So now this guy is 6 lines. The person with the longest text here is Ankita. Doesn't look so long now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost the same thing. So we want at the end of Ankita's one is the longest, and we want this kind of space between our text and the button. See what looks like 95 px. Okay, so we're going to just imagine that amount of this is line height. Oh, this line height be now 1.5 times 1.1. 1.5 times 1.1 is 1.65. 6 lines of this, or let's just say 7 lines of this, or maybe 10 lines of this. 10 lines of this is 16.5 rem. So let's give that height to this graph. Maybe just 16 rem. Is this too much? It feels too much. Maybe it's 14. You don't understand. Okay. I'm just looking for a good height to give this, so that no matter what comes in, it will not get too close to the bottom. This p tag is inside a div. I want the div to have the kind of height that can contain like 7, 8, 9 lines, if possible. So that the highest possible lines, I think, will be like 6 or 7 lines. So if it's 7 lines, it's still not too close to the bottom. Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay, so the point of this calculation, the font size for the p tag is 1.1 rem. The line height is 1.5. That means whatever the font size is, multiply that by 1.5, and that's the line height. So I multiply this, the line height is 1.65 rem. So the calculation of times 10 was just like 1 line times 10 to get the height of 10 lines, assuming there were 10 lines of text. It would be about now. So let's try something. Let's try maybe copying in a bit more text to get to 10 lines. So you see what I'm talking about. Let's make this 16.5 rem. This is 10 lines. 16.5 rem is 10 lines of this text. Since 1 line is 1.65. So if we maybe copy these 2 lines and add them back down here. Hopefully this will get us about 10 lines. Interesting. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can already see if you add one more line, it looks like it will just be perfect, right? So that was the calculation I did. I wanted the height of the div to be like 10 lines of text. But 10 looked too big, so I reduced it a bit.
So that 1.5 is the space. The 1.1 is what? The
1.1 font size. Line height is just 1.5. That means the actual value of line height is 1.5 times whatever the font size is. If you do that multiplication, that's 1.65. So the height of one line is 1.65 rem. To get more lines, you just multiply. Okay, so the 14 rem I used here didn't look bad. Yeah.
Yeah, Edward.
Yes.
Are you on the road or something? There's this background noise. I don't know where it's coming from.
I live in a very noisy place. You can't not see noise. Hard luck. But is it like hampering your... You can still hear me well, regardless of the noise.
Alright, it's okay. Alright, let's go ahead.
Alright, so next is this one. There is a bit of space, quite a lot of space everywhere. Okay, so let's go copy this guys on SDE at Amazon. Software developer. What's the E? SDE is developer. Okay, so it's a margin of 65. Let's call that 64. If you have that, that's 32, 2 rem. So margin of 2 rem on this. And this one, poppins, 555. Sorry. Let's get it there first. What's this called? Oh, this be. What's a div? It has a p tag. SDE. Still in space. How does it know Amazon? I have not written Amazon in here. Oh, Amazon. Class. This is like job. So job wrap. So it's finding job wrap now. So you notice I'm just placing things one on top of the other. Starting from the bottom. Job wrap. This is really unnecessary, but I just like to do it. So margin bottom. Two rem. What was there was 65. You just like make it 64. That's like 4 rem. And then things are like double of what they should be. So half of 4 rem is 2 rem. 2 rem. And then job wrap key. So font 55. Why is it 55? It's 55. These numbers are annoying me. 55 divided by 32. I'm dividing by 32 because dividing by 2 because everything seems to be kind of doubled. And dividing by 16 to get a rem value. So 2 times 16, 32. Divide by 32. 1 point, then these lines. 1.71875. I'll just use 1.875. 1.875. Now for the line height, 80. I'll just get the what's it called? 82.5 over 55. 82.5 divided by 55. 1.5. Okay, still 1.5. Font size 1.875 rem. Line height 1.5. Font weight is 500. Color is as it should be. Black. SD at Amazon. Okay. Next is this lovely name. there's a padding of 20 px. Sorry, yeah, 20 px. We have that, that's like 10 px. 0.65 RAM.
So the
So the
name
name itself opens 600, font size 80 px, line height is still 1.5, and also has this letter spacing thing. So we just duplicate this. So this will be name wrap instead. And this is Rancor Gupta. Alright, so name wrap. Margin bottom is 0.65, 625 RAM. That's 10 px. Name. Okay, so font size was 80 px. Divided by 2, that's 40 px. Turn that to RAM is 2.5 RAM. 2.5 RAM, line height remains the same. Now font weight, was it 700? I feel like it was 700. 600. Wow, 600 is this. Okay. 600, and then there was this letter spacing stuff. I'll just lift it from here. Are we missing anything? I think not. Rancor Gupta. Okay, so before we put the stars, I would like to put the rating. For the stars, I want to employ a bit of JavaScript. I do love JavaScript for that stuff, so let's put the name, the rating first. So the rating, it has a bottom margin of 41. Let's just say 40 px. Turn the half that 20 px. Turn it to RAM is 1.25 RAM. Okay. So I'll just paste back this stuff. And this is the rating. This was 4.9. Actually, I don't know. I've become very used to writing, opening up p tags to the next line because of tailwinds. You know, since I'll write a lot of classes in there. This one is okay, sure. So rating wrap 4.9, and in style, this.
Sorry, how do you open that clipboard?
Windows V. Wrap. Margin bottom 1.25. So the font size is now okay. This one is 700 finally. Font size 100 px. Let's have that. 50 px. 50 divided by 16. 3.125. Line height is still 1.5. And then we'll add this letter spacing. Rating. Font size 3.125. 3.125. This is 700. Let's not line height then. Letter spacing. And the color is green. Okay. Shall we see what we have for tonight? So we're just left with the stars, and this would look okay. Okay. So now for the stars, you see what's going on is I'm going to write a piece of code now, piece of JavaScript. That's it's like a function. Whenever you feed it a number, it will produce the stars. Right? So if the number is not complete, it's going to be take a number from 0 to 5. It should not be more than 5. If it's more than 5, it will just return 5 stars. If it's a decimal like this, it will just bring out a half star. So 4.1 and 4.9 would bring out the same half star. They would look the same. 4.0 just 4 stars, nothing extra. Right? So this is what I'll do. It means I'll just take this star and this star, so that depending on the situation, it will just mass produce them. So first of all, let me be sure I have the images. Okay, I already have star. So this should be half star. I think I downloaded it this morning. Half star. Okay. All right. So if you check IMG, you should see star and half star. Okay. So first of all, let's write the JavaScript for that. So what are my problem solvers? This is my idea. First of all, let's write something. I'll create a folder called helpers. No, I want it to be a folder. Helpers. And inside helpers, I create get stars. Get stars.js. Right? Okay. So now this function get stars. Const get stars is equal to okay. So the function should take a number. So here's what I want. If you pass in 5, it should produce an array like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. If you pass in, let me say 4.5, you should pass in 1, 1, 1, 1, and here would be 0.5. Right? If you pass in 3.9, it should give. This is 3, and then anything decimal should give a 0.5, and then after that is 0. So the purpose of this stuff, does it make sense to you guys? like what I'm expecting from the arrays. Does it?
This 3.5, 3.9.
Yes.
Sorry, you wrote 0.5, and then after that is 0.
Yes. I always want there to be 5 things in the array returned.
Okay.
Yeah, so all the whole numbers will be like 111. Any decimal would just be by default 0.5. If there's still space after that, it should be 0. Or you know what? Let's remove the 0. Yeah, maybe it's a bit pointless. Let's remove the 0. So this, you understand what we're trying to achieve, right? So later on, we can now pass this into, take this array and pass this array into a function and look through the array and say if there is 1, put a full star image. If there's 0.5, put a half star image. There's no 0 anywhere, so nothing. That's just it. To just take this one and replace all the ones with full star image and put any 0.5 with half star image. That's what I want later on. So essentially, I'm just put in a number and get stars. So let's see. I think a while loop is good here. So while num is greater than 0. Yeah? Okay, let's create an array outside. Okay. So while num is greater than 0, yeah. If num is greater than 1, stars array dot push 1. And then what's it called? I want to remove 1 from num. Num minus. Right? Okay. So else, I think it's just else. Yeah, just else. If it's not greater than 1, it's less than 1. So else stars array dot push 0.5 and num minus. No. Num is equal to 0. Yes. So at the end of the while loop, that's true. That's why it was looking strange. Yeah. Yes, it will kill me to leave it like that. So return stars array. So let's test it out. So the log get stars array 5. One, 0.5. Why is that happening? Okay, how about this? We put a console log for num.
You said less than 1, not less or equal to 1.
While num is written into...
You said less than 1, not less or equal to 1.
Awesome. Thank you. So let's see, 4.5. Okay, 4.7. Same thing. 3.9. Awesome. So I think we are guessing what we want to see. Oh, wow. What's this in there? Okay, this was a 7. So 2.7 minus 1 is 1.70000. Where did the 2 come from? Well, JavaScript math. So I'll just leave these here. Just push them forward as well. Yeah. Okay, so we've tested them and they're all working well. So we're going to export this. Yeah, Poker needs to be turned off because Poker doesn't like exports. So export default. Yes. Now there are 2 types of exports you can do. There is export default something you've created. So in this case, get stars array. Export default get stars array. Or you could export const get stars array. The difference in these two will happen or will show up when you are trying to import it. If you said export default get stars array, that's like if you go somewhere and try to import get stars array from this file. Let's try something. So outside these helper functions, what do I call them? I want to create another folder. What should I name it now? Okay, modules. Let's call it modules. Yeah, modules. So modules create stars. Yeah. So create stars.js. Okay, create stars.js. So if I try to import, let me do this now. Okay, import get stars array. So it's even popping up. This is how to come out. It's like okay, let me keep this one side and then put this back and remove this. Okay, and try the import again. So do you guys see a difference?
Yes.
All right. So this is when it is exported default. Export default get stars array. It's like it's the main thing coming out of this file get stars array.js. But when you just export something like export const this or export function that, it's like there's an object with different things inside and you're just picking one out of it. You see this stuff looks like destructuring, object destructuring. You're trying to say maybe let's object get stars array is equal to something. You just want that get stars array that is inside the object. So export just normal export without default. It's like you're saying there's a whole bunch of things I'm going to export from this file. So later on, I can pick the different things one at a time. But export default is like, this is the only thing I'm exporting from. It's still possible to do both of them. Like it's possible to export defaults one thing and just export other things. That happens too. But the main difference is how you are going to import them later on. So anyway, that's about that. This is create stars. We're expecting an array. Okay. So now we want to run a loop. First of all, we'll create an empty string. Let's empty string. And then a for loop on array. Okay, we can call this stars array just to see, just so that things are clear. So for num, let num of stars array if num is equal to 1, stars elements plus equals I think this is just enough. IMG SRC. Okay, let me just, yeah, I'll just use backticks since I'm going to have those puts. Now, okay, let me finish this up first. ALT is equal to that. Maybe we can have a class. Is it necessary? It's not necessary. But let's still have the class. So this looks like an IMG card, right? What's missing is the SRC. These two can be ignored. Actually, ALT can be left empty, class can be left empty, but this can't really be left empty. So if num is equal to 1, I want to put this star.svg. But now we have to think about it. If we use the path to star from here, that will be troublesome. You see, at the end of the day, we want this thing to come and be somewhere here. Create a new div for it. Stars wrap. So basically, what's the div we're going to create is going to be in here. All right. So that means the paths we're going to write should be, the relative path we're going to write should be the path to star from this HTML file. So from here, what's the path to star? The HTML is just on its own, so basically just img/star.svg. Though I like to write ./img.star.svg. Okay. Else I can just duplicate this. But instead of star, it would now be half star. Okay. So now stars element is a collection of all of this. And so I can return, I want them to be in a div with the class of stars. Okay, so let's do something to properly understand what's going on, or to see the effect of what is going on. I'll try to console log it. So in our main.js, we are going to import create stars. Okay, thank you. So I'll export this again as default. Export default create stars and import create stars. Okay, so I'll just say console.log create stars 4.9. Now, before we carry on, in the index, we need to make a small adjustment to this place. See, the moment you start doing imports and exports, that JS file is now a module. So you need to signify that in your HTML where you are importing the script. So type module. So we check the browser. Not found. That's very interesting. Main.js, and in here we're importing from modules create stars. Then shut this off and start again. Error is still there. Why is it not found? Oh. Okay. JS modules create stars. Just folder is not showing. It's very strange. I'm not really sure what's going on, but the JS folder is not showing in the browser. So let me try something else. It's not even console login to.
I have an idea to how to import from here.
Okay.
Oh, you do the structuring for both when you're exporting and importing.
Okay, can you explain more on that?
Just uncomment everything. Go to maybe create stars, get stars array. So when you're importing it there, it didn't even highlight that he's used here. He didn't highlight.
Wait.
He didn't use it.
Yeah, that's what's happening here. Create stars. Okay. Let me see. Create stars in number num. So const stars array is equal to get stars array num. About that, now it's being used. So I think now I should see it. Right? You're not going to be blind again, are you? Still not seeing it. No. Don't do this to me.
Did you? Okay, you have uncommented it, Abby.
Yeah, let me uncomment this once and see. Because
okay.
Because I mean, thing can't just be blind. He's blind again.
It's not coming up.
He's blind again. Okay, wait. Let me refresh. Right? Okay, hard refresh. That's true. Nothing. This is annoying. Okay, so to just save time, we're going to put everything in the same place.
Okay.
I'll figure this out later. It's not module. Type module.
Yes, it is. I was able to use that for
I've also used it before. That's why I don't understand what's up with this thing. Well, no wahala. So we're just going to copy all this. So get stars array for P. You can F of create stars for P. Okay. So now, are you going to be crazy? You're not. So can we see what's happening here? This is the creates. So it's looking fine before. What did I go and do? Yeah. Yeah, you can take this. Okay, so do we see what's going on here? Do you understand why this happened? Why we're getting this in the console? Hello, people. Please want to hear voices. What? You don't understand it. I beg, say something now. I'm console logging create stars 4.9. So I'm asking, you guys get what's going on here?
No. Personally, I don't.
Yeah, I think I get what is happening there.
I understand.
Okay, so let's start with this. Let's console log in here. Stars array. So when we say create stars and a number in there, it's going to call this get stars array with that number to get an array. So let's look at the array first of all. This is the array. We passed in 4.9 and we got this array. Remember when we were working on the get stars array function? So remember, if you remember that function, you understand why we're getting 1, 1, 1, 1, 0.5, right? The person that said they didn't understand is you I'm asking.
Oh, I joined late. I didn't join when you did the function.
I see. That's why you didn't understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the get stars array function. We pass in a number. First of all, it creates an empty array, and then there's a while loop. While the number is greater than 0, if the number is greater than or equal to 1, it will push 1 into this array and subtract 1 from num. So when it gets to the point where maybe the num is 0 point something, it will just push 0.5 and reset num to 0. Now remember the while loop requires num to be greater than 0 for it to keep running. So the moment num becomes 0, the loop will stop. So you have a bunch of 1, 1, 1 and 0.5 or just 1, 1, 1, 1 up to somewhere and stop there.
Right?
So basically this just creates an array of ones and maybe a 0.5. That's what this does. So now in here, we use that. We create, get the stars array, then create an empty string and run a loop on this array. So wherever, as it's checking through the array, if it sees a 1, it will add this to this empty string. Image with the source of star.svg. If it sees a 0.5, it will add image with the source of half-star.svg. Okay, so at the end of the day, it will create a div with class stars, throw in this string now that has this bunch of images, the img tags in it, and then close the div. Right?
Yeah, we all understood now. Thank you.
It's clear now. Okay. So now all that is left at this point is to take this div stuff and attach it to an element in the HTML. I mean, like this, it looks like valid HTML now. So if you just attach this to a div, the div that was prepared for stars, then ideally or theoretically we should see something. So let's try that out. So now which do we do? Do we? Okay. So remember, create stars is going to return a string that you know has all the things we want to see inside it. So after this console log now, first of all, at the very top, I'm going to create a variable. So let's stars wrap equal to, now for those of you that are not familiar with DOM, yes, DOM is document object model. It sees the HTML document as an object with a bunch of properties and methods in it. Okay, so you use that to try and get a bunch of info about the page you're working on, you know, stuff like that. Maybe even find some elements, find their styles, lots of stuff. Like the whole part, as front-end developers, for those of us that are front-end developers, the whole point of learning JavaScript is to be able to manipulate the DOM. Because you want to get some info from the DOM for some reason, add some elements, remove some elements, change some styles, add classes, all the stuff. That's why you needed to learn about objects, arrays, functions, strings. Just this little thing that we've done now, we've worked with arrays, we've worked with numbers, we've worked with strings. It's only objects we've not worked with so far. Functions as well. Okay. There are a bunch of things we've worked with from what we've learned in our basic JavaScript, right? So that's why you have to learn all these things before getting to DOM at the end of the whole story. All right. So one of the, like I said, it sees the HTML, the HTML file as an object, and that object is called document. Right? This document is the HTML file. So you see, look here. See how long this is. This is a very long list of properties, not elements, properties and methods. You can see from their colors. This one is method. This one is property. And random stuff. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Anyhow, one of the methods is get. Let's start with that one. Get elements by ID, get elements by class name, get elements by name, tag name elements. Anyhow, these two are the ones you are going to see used a lot. Get elements by ID would look for the first element that in the HTML that has whatever ID you pass into it and return that element. Get elements by class name we look for all elements that contain whatever class name you pass in and return an HTML collection of all of them. Think of the HTML collection as like as an array. Let's just for now call it an array. It will return an array of everything that has that class name. Even if it's only one element, it will still return it inside an array. Okay, so that's what these two do. To give us a simple example of that, let's just try. Sorry. Get element by ID. There was something that had an ID in here. There's something that had an ID. Yes, text section. So let's use text section. Text section. So if we console log this, I didn't write it wrong.
Okay, so you see that text section. Section text section. So now let's just use the class name quickly. Get elements by class name and something that has there was this class images that we use for those 9 images, right? So let's just quickly do that. Images. And we see an HTML collection of 9 images. See, I'm hovering over them and it's showing us the images. Right? Cool. So we're going to use this to get that, what's that thing called? That div that I called stars wrap. So the thing now is that it's a class name, it's not an ID. So I still have to use get elements by class name. I don't use query selector for now, so let's just carry on with this. So it was called stars wrap. Again, we'll console log. You see HTML collection stars wrap. But if I want to get the first one, this is take it like this is an array. I have an array that contains one thing. How do I get that one thing inside the array? If you guys I'm asking on.
Use the index.
Use index. So what exactly would I write? What exactly would I write?
Block bracket 1 or 0.
Bracket 0. All right, that's it. Div stars wrap. Okay. So now there's another. What's it called? Another property you can apply to elements that is called inner HTML. So inner HTML shows everything that is in between the tags like this. For example, now this div, this rating wrap, if we were to get this div as a variable, and the inner HTML is everything that shows up here like this, in between the opening and closing tags. That's the inner HTML. Okay. So imagine we could access the inner HTML of this stars wrap, and then add that stuff into it. That stuff we got from create stars 4.9, right? If you could just it returns a string of a div and some images. If you access the inner HTML of this stars wrap and just fix that stuff in there, right? Let's try that. So at the end of okay. instead of doing it in create stars, let's just say create stars will only create the string and you'll have to do the rest yourself. So what's it called? We've created stars wrap up there, right? So stars wrap dot inner HTML is equal to create stars 4.9. Right? And we see a bunch of stars. The reason they are looking so unruly is that we did not apply any styling to it. So now we're going to go to the CSS. The div that contains those stars was called stars. So we're going to style it, make it flex, maybe try and adjust the spacing between things. Or is there even really a need of that? I think it's just the sizes of the images we need to worry about. So in CSS, this is written wrap over here. Stars wrap. It's 100. It's not like it's changed anything, so. Okay, dot stars img. So what were the sizes of these things? I see their height is 59. The first thing is width times height. The height is 59. You can also see it here, 59. Their width is one weird number. I don't like the number. Should I just use the number? No, I'll use the height instead. The reason I'll use height is because of this one. This half star. The width is different from the rest, but the height is still the same. So I'm going to adjust their height. You see, images have a default aspect ratio. Right? So if you mess with one thing, and you don't change the aspect ratio, they will just resize appropriately. So now height 59 and let's call it 60 and then half it because things are half. We're using half size of things. So 30 dx is 1.875 rem. So we're going to give them all a height of 1.875 rem. Also, the space between them 27 dx. Let's call it 14 px. Half size of things now. So stars image img height is 1.875 rem. As for stars itself, stars not really necessary. Display flex gap 14 over 16 is 0.875, right? Yes, right. 0.875 rem. So really that's that. Let's see what we have. We have something like this. Something is not quite right. Okay, the space. Okay, so I see a space of 51. Yeah, you can call that 50. That is 3.125 rem. That's plenty. Half it. 50 divided by 2 is 25. 25 divided by 16 is 1.5625. So stars wrap would have a margin bottom. One point 625.
Okay.
So this is basically it. So ideally we're supposed to go into responsiveness, but time is running out. I leave you guys to responsiveness. So right now we're just trying to make these buttons kind of work, so that this will rotate, something like that, and then we'll end the class for today. Is that alright with you guys?
Please, I have a question. I think you should just do a recap how you made that stars to be able to show. I understood till that point, so I don't really know whether any other person has a problem with that.
Okay. But you remember the console log that we did, right? Oh, the console log.
Yes.
That one you understood it, right?
Yeah, I understood it.
Okay, so this is what made the stars to show. This line here. Stars wrap, as we've gotten over here, is this file, this element, stars wrap. Yeah, that's what's inside this variable. That's what's contained in this variable. Now I said for elements, there's a particular property they have called inner HTML. Inner HTML is everything in between the opening and closing tag. So this is equal to. So you're saying the inner HTML of this stars wrap should be create stars 4.9. We've already established from this console log that create stars 4.9 is a string. Is div with some images inside it. Okay. So let's do something. First of all, you see this div stars image. Okay. So now in elements, if we open text section and we open stars wrap, we see that div with images, image, and half star. Is it clear now? So that line, line 40, is just saying this stars wrap, the thing inside it should be that string that was generated by create stars 4.9. Naturally, if you put a div in there, it will generate a div. I mean, it's just like you writing it yourself in the HTML. That's just how it looks. So is it clear? Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear now.
It's clear. Awesome. So remember, the goal is to rotate this guy here, or that this circle here. So without further ado, first of all, yes, we need this. I'm just going to copy this. I had written it somewhere before. This is data. This is an array of objects that holds the data of everybody there. Right? So we see Pankol Gupta, his job, his rating, his description, his image. This dark green is just color stuff. Some people have dark colors in their page, some have bright colors. So that's just what this is for. So anyhow, this is data. So I'm just going to take this. So modules were not really working, so I'll fix that module thing later. But for now, we'll just carry it and dump it in here. Right? So data is all the way up there. So you two can go. Now we are going to create something, create a number. Let's say data index. Okay, data index. Let data index be equal to 0. Okay. And yes. Let's get these two buttons. Where are they? Yeah, these two buttons, slide BTN and the other slide BTN. So let's add a bit classes, and this is Prev, and this is next. So I think with this I can show you something else. Let's Prev BTN equal to document dot. Now we've seen the get, right? There is also another one that can be used. It's called query selector. Yes, query selector. So query selector is kind of versatile actually. You can use it to select classes, IDs, or tags. In each case, it will find the first one it sees and return it as an element. Just like how get element by ID will return an element, not an array or collection, whatnot. Yeah, query selector would also do the same, return an element. So the sweet thing about it is that you can use it to get a class. See here, to get a class, we got an array and we had to do square bracket 0 to actually get the element inside. Query selector would straight up get that element, but always the first one. Okay. So now we get the next one. So you guys know what these two buttons are, right? The previous button and the next button. I'm getting them as variables in the JavaScript so I can do stuff to them. So now there's something called an event listener. Events are things like scroll, click, input, just you interacting with the system, with the website, with an element. That's an event. Everything you do is an event. So there's a whole lot of events. But the one that's pretty much the most common one is click. Most of the time, it's when you click on something that something happens. There's also hover, mouse enter, mouse weird stuff. But we're going to focus on click for now. We want things to happen when we click the button. Okay. So let's just do something. Event. We start with previous, right? Previous. So pref btn dot add event listener. This is usually how it goes. Write the event you want. Click. And then a function. You can either write a function name or just write an anonymous function expression or arrow function. Yeah. So I'll just write a function name. Handle carousel prev. Okay, so down here I will describe handle carousel prev. Function handle carousel prev is equal to this. It's equal to what's going on? Why is this thing looking at me? Oh, not arrow. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. Okay. So in here, we're going backwards. Let me see how that thing goes again.
Wait, arrow function doesn't work on vanilla.
It does.
Why am I giving me?
Because I wrote function. I didn't write const. This is because I wrote function.
Oh, okay.
It took me a while to. I know so. Okay, so going back means you are going an index higher, right? You see, it starts from. What's the first guy's name? Come on. Yeah, it starts on this guy, right? Where is that data stuff? Yeah. Let's look at the data. So the first guy in the data is Prankor, then Saurav, then Saumya, then Keshav, and Ankita. Right? So Prankor, Saurav, Saumya. So basically, when you are pressing previous, you are increasing the index. You are going upwards. So if we press previous, we want data index to increase. So data index plus 1. Yeah, but we don't want it to keep increasing forever. You see, when it gets to 4, because there are 5 things in that array, the data array, right? So the indexes go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At this point, we started index at 0. So we want, if the index gets to 4 and you try to increase it, it should go back to 0. So what I'm going to do is, if data index plus 1 is greater than 4, return 0. Else, data index plus. Sorry. This is data index is equal to 0. You guys remember your ternary now, so is this one clear?
Yeah, very clear.
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So let's have another variable. Let's carousel rotation also be equal to 0. So at the end of this, we will just say carousel rotation is now equal to data index times carousel rotation. Sorry, no, times 40. Times 40. The reason why we're multiplying by 40 is that there are 9 images in here, and they're all 40 degrees away from each other. So whenever the carousel rotates, it rotates by 40 degrees each time. 40 degrees. Except that one that it goes back. But the single things are 40 degrees. So this is why I said 40 degrees. If the index is at 0, for example, like here, when you hit this, it rotates 40 degrees, shows the next person. 40 degrees. Now the index at 2, 40 degrees, that kind of thing. Okay. So now we've gotten a new carousel rotation, and then we should try to apply it. So where's the carousel itself? This is the carousel. This is the dash circle wrap. It's what is holding the images. So if you rotate dash circle wrap, you would see the images all rotate. So we're going to get dash circle wrap in the JS, and we'll get it into a variable called carousel. Now you can adjust the styling of any element from your JavaScript. So let's have a look at that. Carousel dot style. The carousel dot style dot transform. Yeah. Rotation is a transform property. Just like translate, you say transform, rotate something, right? So the transform property should be equal to rotate right? So let's console log this later on here. Console.log that. Okay. So let's just quickly see how that goes. That was too fast. It actually rotates, but it's too fast. That's one of the problems. So to solve that too fast thing, we need to put a transition on the carousel. And the carousel is actually dashed circle wrap. Where the hell are you? Dashed circle wrap. So we'll put a transition. Transition means whenever the stylings change, whenever that particular style affected by transition changes, it will change smoothly or according to how you describe it instead of instantly like we just saw. The transition, I will just say all. Generally, you'd specify if you want to. You specify here, you see, every property that is able to undergo a transition will do so. So you could write something, like opacity or this one or that one. If you're lazy like me, yeah, all. So what should transform? What amount of time should it take to transform? Let's say 300 milliseconds. Then the function, the timing function. There are different ones, but the most popular ones are linear, ease in, ease out. They all function a little differently. So let's use ease in. I just happen to like ease in. Okay. So let's try it again. Huh? And it gets back to 0. Right? So now another problem we are seeing. Each time the carousel rotates, the images are all stiff. They are not flexible. They are not flowing with it. They are not going with the flow. So we should do something to them. So here is what we're going to do. Okay. Off the top of your head, what do you guys think should be done to these images? Anybody? Come on. The images are stiff. They are not rotating with the carousel. So what do you think should be done? Okay, I'll help you out. We should rotate the images the other way. Okay, so the carousel rotates like this. All the images should rotate the other way. So if all of them rotate the other way, they would all be straight. Everything will look cool. So we need to get another, what's it called? For images rotation. So let's IMG rotation. Again, initialized as 0. So yes, we already gotten carousel rotation. So let's do this. Let's say IMG rotation is equal to carousel rotation times -1. Right? So if carousel rotation is 40, images rotate the other way and become -40. Carousel rotation is maybe -80. Images rotate the other way and become 80. Okay. So we do something similar. Now we need to get all the images. Okay. So luckily we already know the class that they have. Let's just copy this one and call these carousel images. So the class they had was images. All right. So now we are going to run a for loop. Okay. So let's console log carousel rotation and IMG rotation. All right. So that's for lighter. Now we're going to run a for loop for elements. Okay, let elements. Element of what are those things? Carousel images. We want to do something like this. So it's like an array. You're using a for off loop. So whatever you say in here, that becomes whatever variable you use here, that's the variable you use to access the items inside that array. Right? And the items inside this array of this carousel images array is the images, the image elements. So element dot style dot transform, blah blah blah. Element dot style. I feel like I should just copy this. Is equal to rotate. So we're not going to use carousel rotation. We're going to use IMG rotation. So for each of the elements, it's just going to run through them quickly and give them this transform property. Okay. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, you see it happening, but it's fast. So once again, you know what we need to do now. Can somebody say it? Of course, nobody will talk. Why would anybody talk? Okay, transition. And this time it goes smoothly. Well, 300 milliseconds feels kind of fast, so we should change that. Let this to be 500. Yeah, that feels more like it. Right? So the next problem is this dude. This dude is uncooperative. So what are we going to do? Yes, this dude. That dude. What is his class? Where is he from? This is him. And he is main IMG. Okay. So we go to the JavaScript, and as usual, we create yet another variable called main IMG. So copy this. Main IMG. Right. So before that, I see something. These parts are not correct. They are from the previous place I used them. So I need to adjust all of them. Right? So they should all be /img/ that's okay. So I'm knocking off this and knocking off one dot. Yeah, that looks about right. All right. So Where are we? So in all of these things, if you notice, data index actually does change. Just to be safe, let's console log data index. So 4041. This one is, sorry. 4041 2 3 4 0 1. Good. So it's moving well. So I'm sure you can already imagine what we need to do at this point. So at this point, we just say main img dot src. Main img is an image. It's an image element, an img element. For img elements, you can access their src value just directly, the image.src. Usually for elements, when you try to access the attributes, you would use something like blah 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 dot get attributes. Okay, well, this is to get attribute. Okay, you would say if you want to set the attribute, you say set attribute maybe src, sorry, to be in a string, src, or then whatever you want to set it to. But for images, direct, you can just do it direct. For just their src attribute. Other things, you have to go through this other way. So main img.src is equal to, we have data, access with the data index, and reads the image property. So if you press it once, data index becomes 1. So data square bracket 1 dot image. I'll give you prank call. Sorry, what's that guy's name? Saurab's image. Head on full. I know we're going to stop after this. After this, we'll just duplicate it for the next button, and then we'll stop. Okay. It's going the other way. Well, is this how it goes in the... Oh, they go back. So I'm flipping things. Oh, what's that? So I should change things. Data index times minus 40. Is that what this means? Would that solve our problems? Yeah, that solves our problems. Okay, so that means for the next one, handle carousel next. Just duplicate. So in here, first of all, we can put another event listener, but this time for the next button. Handle carousel next. So we should create a handle carousel next. Thank God there's a video for this. Okay, so now this is changing. Now we're going to be subtracting 1 from data index. Before we're adding 1 to it. So now we subtract 1. So data index minus 1. If data index minus 1 is less than 0, then data index should become 4. And over here we do data index minus minus. Again, this should not be very crazy. If you think about it, you get there. So What's that? The minus 40, I mean? I think it should actually remain like that. Let's be sure. Let's find out. Did I do something wrong? Undo carousel. Oh, my bad. Undo carousel next. Okay, so it is working as it should. As for these ones, you can already imagine how it goes. I say right? So let's just stop it. So people, how are you all feeling? Yeah, background noise, it can't be helped. I hope so too. So how far, guys? I think we've come to the end of today. At least we've demystified this Mentro Carousel a little bit. Some things are no longer looking as crazy as they were. Luckily, there's a video. I would upload the video to YouTube and send the link. This one, we got it from the beginning, so that's great. You can watch it anytime and refresh on things. So, bye-bye. Since nobody will talk. You're welcome.
Hello. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, now. So have fun.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Like yesterday, the way everybody moved. Oh, I'm not stopping this thing.